Beast. Savage. Hi guys, it's Nompilo here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to you guys that are watching my channel. So today we will be talking about one of the fragrances that it's well loved by everybody really, and this will be not even just one, but it's a line. So we're gonna be talking about Scandal. Yes, I've got the Scandal line with me today, so we're gonna be talking about Scandal. This is by Jean Paul Gaultier, and yeah, one of the perfumes I've already, you guys have already seen it on my channel. That perfume is loved by everybody, and I'm talking about the original Scandal. But today I've got 3 more of those, and I think that's the complete line at the moment. I've got 3 more. So yeah, we're going to be talking about Scandal today, and this has been a challenging video because I was like, should I rank them? Should I? But then even I'm trying to rank them. I've got my favorite, but then what comes next? Do you know what I mean? It's so hard to rank Scandal because their perfumes are so good. Like, this line is really good. It doesn't mess about. It's perfect. Yeah, all the perfumes are really beautiful. They are going out perfumes, so yeah, they do throw in a punch. So yeah, right guys, so the first perfume that we're gonna dive into today will be the most recent release, which is 2024 release. This will be Scandal Absolute. Now, before we dive into the perfume, let's just give a moment of praise to the bottle. It's so unique, and the main thing is this lid with the feet up in the air. I think this is gorgeous. This is nice. This is beautiful. This is unique, and you can just about tell from the get-go this is a going out fragrance. Do you know what I mean? It's not a work fragrance per se. It's a going out fragrance. You've got your stilettos, you've got your mini skirt, and you're just hitting the streets and you're going to the club. So yeah, this is such a gorgeous bottle. Generally, it's beautiful, it's unique, and I haven't seen any perfume with this kind of style, especially the lid. So yeah, this was very creative from Jean Paul Gaultier. Really, it was nice. So yeah, this will be Scandal Absolute from 2024 release, and yeah, let's dive into the fragrance. Now the thing is, this fragrance is so beautiful. And one thing about it, it's long lasting. I sprayed it on my wrist last night, and I woke up this morning, it's still giving, it's still kicking, it's still, it feels like as though you just sprayed it. So it's a beautiful fragrance. Let's take a look at the notes. So if you go on the Jean Paul Gaultier website, it's got 3 notes there which they have stated, but I'm sure they've got other notes. So on the notes here, you've got black fig, you've got sandalwood, you've got tuberose. Those are the notes that are there on the Jean Paul Gaultier site. And yeah, opening of this perfume is, yeah, this perfume is a heavy hitter. This perfume, from the get-go, from the opening to the dry down, this perfume opens really heavy, really metallic. It's an amber perfume, so it does give in a bit of a kick. It's very heavy. It fills up the room if you're spraying it. It's a bit sweet, it's a bit woody, it's like an oud, it's creamy. The way, I had to dig into my pile of perfumes, because when I sprayed it, I was like, this perfume reminds me of another perfume, and this will be, if you've got Libra Palatine, the opening, it's almost like Libra Palatine. It doesn't mess about. And with Libra Palatine, when I started with it, because I wasn't used to these amber perfumes, I was like, I don't like this. I sprayed it first time. I was like, I don't like it. It's a bit metallic. It's too heavy. And on second spray or second use, I found that I like this perfume. It's very unique. It's its longevity is perfect. I mean, so yeah. So if you've got this perfume, this is almost the same. It gives you the same sort of like vibe, the same sort of like approach, especially on the opening. But then on the dry down, it gets to be warm, it gets to be spicy, it gets to be more woody. And the surprise for me, I was testing this perfume and I thought, does this have coconut in it? But it doesn't. It doesn't have coconut because it dries down like creamy coconutty vibe. Apparently it's the black fig which sort of like gives out that coconut vibe, which I didn't know. That's one thing I learned. I was like, oh, okay. But it does give out that coconutty warm vibe to it. So yeah, it's a beautiful perfume. As I said, it's long lasting and it is unique. Like it doesn't mess about. It is unique and it's a perfect fragrance which you can use for a date night, going out. And yeah, it's not work appropriate because it can be in your face. It can be very much in your face. So yeah, this will be the 2024 release, Scandal Absolute. And the price is really decent for a Jean Paul Gaultier perfume. It's really decent, and yeah, it's not far off from the original Scandal. So yeah, this will be Scandal Absolute, guys. If you love it, you love it. If you hate it, you hate it. Some people may not like that harsh opening, that sort of like harsh animalic metallic opening. They may not like it, but I love this perfume. It's a keeper. I'm gonna keep buying it and I will keep it for those days where I'm going out, or for those days, especially when I'm going on holiday. I like to use such perfumes that carry like a little bit of a punch with them. Right, guys, so from 2024 we step down to 2022, and 2022 Jean Paul Gaultier came up with Scandal Le Parfum. Scandal Le Parfum. This is a beautiful, again, another beautiful fragrance. I like the color of the bottle. I like the strawberry red type theme that we have going on here. And guys, I love this fragrance. Oh my god, this fragrance is so beautiful. This fragrance is, I don't know, it's like it gives out a Christmassy vibe. Like it's, you know, every time I smell this fragrance, I just get hungry. I just get hungry. If you like your fragrances more gourmand, if you like them sweet, if you like your fragrances to remind you of ice cream or anything along those lines, pudding, this is a fragrance for you. This is very much gourmand. It's sweet. So let's jump into the notes. So again, the Jean Paul Gaultier side has got this one as an amber floral fragrance. It's got jasmine, it's got salted caramel and vanilla. You can see where this is going. Salted caramel and vanilla. Yeah, we are right there. We are dealing with the gourmand perfume. And guys, opening of this, it's true salted caramel. I don't have a perfume that pulls out that nature of like salted caramel and in a very strong manner. You don't have to guess. It's like proper caramel. I mean, there is no two ways about it. It doesn't sit in between. It's in the opening, sort of like you don't even get the jasmine. You don't even get the jasmine. The vanilla kicks in later, but it's proper salted caramel. I don't know what they did to this salted caramel for it to come out this strong, but this is, whatever they did, they did a really good job, because this is proper foodie. Like, like it's proper, like it reminds you of Christmas, the holidays, where you're baking and people are just eating, and you know, everything sweet, everything nice. So yeah, this is a very sweet, creamy fragrance. So it opens with salted caramel, and on the dry down, still the salted caramel, it stays on, and then you've got the vanilla kicking in. I didn't get the jasmine on this perfume, but for me it was salted caramel and vanilla on the dry down. So that's all what this perfume is. But even then, it's very high concentrations of salted caramel and vanilla, and guys, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Longevity wise, it's not as the Scandal Absolute or even the original Scandal, but it's a gorgeous perfume. If you like your perfumes sort of like foodie, sort of like gourmandish, that's a fragrance for you. It's, I don't know, like I think it's one of those fragrances that you should try out for yourself. I mean, I can sit here and tell you how gorgeous this perfume is, but you need to try out for yourself. It's yeah, it's a very, like, it's very simple yet very complicated. It's very classy yet very simple, if you know what I mean. So yeah, anybody who's used this perfume, they will know exactly what it's all about. And it's addictive, and it's intoxicating, and it's sexy, and yet it's a gourmand. I'm like, what? Like, how did you come up with this perfume? When you first look at it, you're like, oh yeah, whatever. But it does kick in. It, like, it's a really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. So yeah, this will be Scandal Le Parfum, launched in 2022, and I believe it's still kicking and it's still going. Why wouldn't it? It's a beautiful bottle, and it's a beautiful, beautiful perfume, which, yeah, it's a date night perfume, it's a going out perfume, and it's perfect. I don't know what else to say about it. It's perfect. Will I keep it? Of course, because I love it. I love it. I love it. It's not as, you know, in your face as the other ones, but yeah. Oh my god, this is, you know what? I move on. I move on. Honestly, guys, I move on, because yeah, I'm gonna want ice cream, and I'm not an ice cream person, but it just makes me want something sweet, like an ice cream or something creamy, something smooth. Yeah, it's a great perfume. If you can get it, because it's a beautiful perfume to have. Right, guys, so from 2022, we again dropped down to 2020, which is when Jean Paul Gaultier gave us So Scandal. Now, this is a 30 ml, so it doesn't have the legs up in the air, but it's got these small, tiny legs hanging out, you know, down there. So yeah, that's the only difference, because this is a 30 ml. But however, this perfume is again beautiful. It's a nice perfume. It smells great. It's sort of like unique. And let's look into the notes. So you've got orange blossom, you've got tuberose, you've got jasmine. So this is a true floral fragrance. You can tell there by the notes. Now, this fragrance, I would say, of all the fragrances, the Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances, this one is the one that's a little bit probably at the bottom for me. You know, if I was ranking, I would definitely put this at the bottom, because it's a beautiful fragrance, but it doesn't pull up as the other ones. It's not beast mode. It doesn't pull up as the other ones. And yeah, I mean, I remember trying this fragrance at the airport, because that was back in summer. I wanted to buy it then, but I was like, you know, I sprayed it on my wrist, and within like 5 minutes, I couldn't smell anything. So I was like, whoa, wait a minute, where did it go? Like, I really got disappointed, because I had bought the original Scandal and I loved it. And I was like, oh, okay. So the original Scandal took me down to the rabbit hole of Scandal perfumes. And this would have been my second purchase. But I said, whoa, let me wait. And so I didn't buy it then. I ended up buying the other ones, and then this one was my last one, and that's why I bought it 30 mil. So I was like, maybe I was being a little bit unfair, let me try it again. And yeah, I mean, you can trick it and tweak it for it to be a little bit more, you know, in your face, for it to be more stronger. But however, it's not as, it is strong in the beginning, but it's not as long lasting as the other ones, to be fair. If you match it up with other fragrances, it's a winner. But with the Scandal line, this will be the last one. Now, for me, the opening is just sweet jasmine. That's what you get on here. And yeah, nothing else, sweet jasmine. When you spray it, it is a little bit unique, but as I said, it doesn't, you know, longevity wise, it's not as, you know, it doesn't stay. And for more, one thing, it does not stay on my skin, it just disappears. Now, I've learned a trick. If you have this perfume, layer it with a really good moisturizer. If you want it to work for you, layer it with a really good moisturizer and probably something with jasmine in it. Then it's gonna make it come out a little bit more. However, on its own, it doesn't perform that well. It's nice, it's a good fragrance, but it doesn't project and it doesn't last long, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it is a little bit tiny of a disappoint. However, if you like the Scandal line, I know you'll be biased. You will be biased. That's why I ended up buying it, because I knew it does not perform well on my skin, but I bought it because you know, I'm a big fan of Scandal and it's nice to collect all of them for me anyway. So yeah, so I bought this one in a small 30 ml bottle because I know it doesn't pull up that much. Now, if you want to know how it performs or how it smells, really, it smells the same as, almost the same as Jadolo. Although this fragrance it's got Jasmine Absolute, which is a higher concentration of just jasmine. But if you are confused, you can layer these two. They will complement each other and they will work well together. That's another little trick that you can try and you know, do. However, it is a nice fragrance in the opening. When it's there, it's there. It smells really nice. It's unique. But my problem with this version of Scandal, it does not stay long. It's not Bismuth. It's not strong. So if I was choosing, this would be my least favorite of the four. I move on. Now, least, but definitely not last, we will be addressing the 2017 release, which is this Bulldog right here. This is the original Scandal. I don't know what to say about this perfume because I've spoken about it before. So many people have spoken about it. This is a beast. I mean, yeah, this is a beast. I don't know how else to describe it. I mean, you will be trying me if you say, oh yeah, keep talking about it, because it's everywhere. Scandal is like, this was their first the first Scandal perfume to come out, and this took everybody by shock and surprise with the bottle itself, with the fragrance itself, the honey in here. I've said it before, it makes you smell like money. It makes you smell like you're abundant. This is a beautiful fragrance. You've got honey, you've got patchouli, you've got gardenia. I mean, what else is there to say? So I'm gonna finish off with this, but definitely this is my favorite perfume of all the Scandals. I don't know, maybe I'm biased because this was my first purchase and I loved it to bits. I mean, yeah, like sometimes I just wake up and I just open the lid and smell it. just to heighten my senses a little bit. That's how much I love it, and I just don't use it everywhere. I think I used it when I was going to the airport, and I got on a train because I was like, I'm not driving. I mean, I don't want my car to stay in the car park somewhere. I'm not that girl. I don't do that. Either I'll catch an Uber or I'll catch a train, take my time, don't bother nobody. So I got on the train in Warsaw Station, and there were two girls that were sitting right opposite me. It was about 10:30, and they kept looking at me. And when we got to Birmingham, they were dropping off in Birmingham New Street, and I was proceeding to the airport. So they dropped off, and they were like, the other one was like, before they dropped off, the other one was like, should we ask her? Should we ask her? And I was like, ask me what? And I was like, then they went, what perfume are you wearing? I was like, oh, I'm wearing Scandal. They were like, oh yeah, that's a very nice perfume. I think my mom has that perfume. I was like, it's a really beautiful perfume and it's worth having. Yes, of course. So yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, if you try it for yourself, then you will appreciate it. I haven't seen any reviewer or anyone on YouTube who says they don't like Scandal. It's sexy, it's very feminine, it gives you confidence. It's, you know, date night perfume, day night, whatever the situation is. It does give you that confidence as a woman or man, I don't care. But yeah, it's a beautiful fragrance. For me, it's the honey in here that makes and changes everything. I'm used to ingredients like patchouli, you know, and the salted caramel. Salted caramel is really beautiful. So yeah, again, it's very unique. It does not smell like the other ones. The other ones don't smell like this one. So yeah, they tried to diversify and to make these perfumes smell really unique. So yeah, if I was ranking, this will be my #1 perfume, and it will always stay my #1 on the Scandal line because I love it and I know I'm biased towards it. But yeah, all of these perfume, guys, they are really beautiful. If I was ranking, and I'll say Scandal Original #1, So Scandal #4, yeah, and the other two, I mean, I tried to do this last night and I struggled because I love the Le Parfum for the gourmand nature, and I love Scandal Absolute for, you know, the metallic, you know, vibe that it carries. And yeah, it's beautiful. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and that's it. Have a good day.